Hey, here we are, folks. Well, here is another quickie version of Zen Sammich. I'm your host, Mark Reed, of course, and today I just want to quickly delve into a topic that I think is overlooked in our pursuit of happiness and well-being. I want to talk about the occasional feeling of numbness, and that sometimes it's okay to feel that way and to embrace it. Of course, in today's fast-paced, achievement-oriented world, there's this constant pressure to be happy, productive, and on all the time. It's as if feeling anything less than ecstatic is considered a failure. But here's the thing. Life isn't always rainbows and sunshine. And sometimes feeling numb is a perfectly natural response. So I want to explore the nuances of when it is okay to embrace that numbness and what it can actually teach us about ourselves.
You're listening to Zen Sammich, a podcast for the independent mind and anyone who embraces life despite its absurdities. Join former attorney and professor-turned-Japanese papermaker Mark Reed each week as he talks with creative, inspiring, and influential people, or as he shares his own research to help make your world a little better today than it was yesterday.
Before I dive right in, I would like to give two quick shout-outs. One is to an anonymous donor. I know who you are. We have spoken, but you prefer anonymity, and I, of course, have no problem with that. So I just want to acknowledge, though, you. And so you know who you are. And but she, I guess I could say that, is from the South Florida area. Am I revealing too much? But her donation came at a very much needed time. It was just perfectly timed, as if, I don't know if the universe is listening or what, but thank you so much again. And second, we also picked up a Patreon supporter, and there was no condition of anonymity attached to that one, so I would like to give a proper shout out to Frank Green. Frank, I became a monthly Patreon supporter. Your contribution is also greatly appreciated. Folks, if you'd like to help out the show, there's two different ways, and you just heard both ways. One was a one-time donation through PayPal, and one was becoming a monthly Patreon supporter. You can find out how to do that at the top of zensammich.com. Now, on with the episode. Numbness, my friends, is like a white noise in the symphony of our emotions. It's that void, that emptiness, that space between the highs and the lows. We often interpret it as something to be avoided, a sign of something going wrong. I mean, unless you're a psychopath and you're just numb all the time, that is wrong. But in reality, it's a reminder that we're human, that we're alive. The numbness goes with the emotions, kind of a yin and yang thing. In Zen philosophy, there's a deep appreciation for the state of emptiness. Zen masters talk about the importance of embracing the void, recognizing that it's not the enemy, but a part of an ever-changing ebb and flow of life. The numbness that I'm talking about, it's like a blank canvas in which we can paint the colors of our existence. It's an opportunity for introspection and a chance to reconnect to ourselves. So, when is it okay to feel numb? Well, Sammich Society, it's okay to feel numb when you're overwhelmed, when the weight of the world seems too much to bear. And that can happen to any of us, whether you're the corporate CEO or you work in the mailroom. I don't know if they have mailrooms anymore, but you get the idea. Numbness can be a self-preserving mechanism, a way for our minds and bodies to protect themselves from the emotional storm. It's a signal that we need a break, a pause, a moment to catch our breath. I just took one recently, and it was the perfect thing to do at the right time. In Zen tradition, there is a concept called mu. Now, if you listen to this show, you know I try not to get too academic or preachy about Zen philosophy, but Mu translates to nothingness or emptiness. It's about letting go of attachments, allowing the mind to be free from the clutter of our emotions. When you're feeling overwhelmed, embracing numbness can be your way of practicing Mu. It's a reminder to let go, to release the grip on what's bothering you, and just be. Just be in the present moment. Another time it's okay to feel numb is when you're in transition, going through a period of change or transformation. Change can be both exhilarating and scary, and it's not uncommon to feel numb when you're navigating uncharted waters. But this numbness is your inner compass recalibrating, helping you find your new direction. In Zen, there's an emphasis on the impermanence of life. Everything changes, everything passes. By embracing the numbness during transitions, you're aligning yourself with this truth. It's like being in the eye of a storm. The chaos may be all around you, but inside, you find that stillness, that place where you can reflect and set your course for the future. So being numb doesn't mean you're without thought or you just don't care. You care, you just might not be feeling it, and that's okay. Perhaps most importantly, it's okay to feel numb when you're healing. Whether you're recovering from physical injuries or during emotional wounds or processing a loss, numbness can be a crucial step in the healing process. It's a way for your body and mind to cope and protect you while you mend. I often talk about mindfulness and acceptance. When you're healing, embracing the numbness is a form of mindful acceptance. It's acknowledging where you are in the moment and giving yourself permission to heal at your own pace. It's a recognition that healing isn't a linear path, but a winding journey through a landscape of emotions. So, like I said, I'm going to keep this one short. Numbness isn't always the enemy, so don't be afraid if you're like, I just feel numb about this thing. It's not a sign of weakness or failure either. It's a natural response to life's challenges and complexities. Embracing it can lead to profound insight and thought and growth. In Zen, there's a saying, the obstacle is the path. Numbness can be that very obstacle on your path, one that, if you embrace it, becomes a stepping stone towards a deeper understanding of yourself and the world around you. Hey, remember that life is a beautiful mess, and it's okay to feel numb when you need to. Just like a Zen master. You don't have to be a Zen master. I'm not a Zen master. Let's get that clear. I'm going through life just like everybody else. But just like a Zen master meditating in silence, sometimes we too must sit with our numbness and find the wisdom in the stillness. So there you have it, folks. 3 times when I think it's perfectly fine and acceptable to just feel numb, or, well, I guess not feel much at all about a particular topic. And that is when you are either 1, overwhelmed, 2, in transition in some way, or 3, healing. That could be physical or emotional. You're not a bad person if you feel that way or aren't feeling particularly deep emotions on a topic. You just are. You're just human. And that's it. Chew on that. Hey, know what the most human thing of all to do is? Breathe. Don't forget to breathe.